Welcome to the Stony Brook School, a Christian 7th through 12th grade boarding and day school located on the North Shore of Long Island. With the Long Island Sound less than a mile away, a major university across the street, and New York City accessible from the train station outside our front gates, Stony Brook enjoys one of the best school locations in the world. And speaking of the world, with students from 24 different countries and 12 different states, Stony Brook is a true global community with a rich and celebrated diversity.
The mission of our school is centered on the hearts of our students. They're really the lifeblood of everything we do here. Academically, socially, spiritually, physically, we want our kids to mature into men and women who first and foremost are people of character. Men and women who place responsibility and reason over personal convenience. We develop thinkers, and all that begins under the guidance of our outstanding faculty.
95% of our faculty live on campus, thereby providing the sense of family and connectedness that so many of our graduates recall as the highlight of their experience here. Our teachers are people of competence and character, the outside the classroom.
Since 1922, the Stony Brook School has been at the forefront of Christian education, believing that faith and academics are inseparable, that educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all. With that understanding in place, we've designed an educational program that inspires students to love learning and provides them with the tools of learning they need to grow in wisdom and understanding. A strong liberal arts program is at the core: humanities, English, world languages, mathematics, science, the arts, philosophy, and theology. In all our classes, we place a strong emphasis on deep thinking and clear writing and speaking. In fact, this more than anything is what our graduates are most thankful for, finding it gives them a distinct advantage going into college and eventually the workforce. In addition to our standard courses, a state-of-the-art STEM lab provides students with opportunities to learn engineering, robotics, 3D printing, and computer programming. Beyond that, we offer exciting opportunities for students to apply their knowledge through internships and research assistantships at nearby labs, and to explore their passions in electives like entrepreneurship, filmmaking, and debate. On top of all of these offerings, our 8-to-1 student-teacher ratio enables our teachers to know and care for each student as an individual learner. This, more than anything, is what sets Stony Brook apart. We have masterful teachers who have dedicated their lives to helping students move from wonder to wisdom and ultimately to worship.
As a school with a large boarding population, we put a lot of thought into student life outside the classroom. We want Stony Brook to feel like home. During the week, students participate in one of many athletic programs, like swimming, sailing, tennis, soccer, and golf, just to name a few. Our arts and music departments are constantly busy with art galleries, concerts, personal projects, and competitions. Come the weekend, students are free to participate in numerous activities hosted by the school. From all campus games to dorm parties, faculty members are available to help with transportation and event organization, allowing students to take advantage of Long Island life, whether that means going into New York City or seeing a movie in town. There is no other school.
I want to do a little bit of self-introduction and tell you, I guess, how it works. My name is Amber. I am the Director of Client Success and Support in American Education, and I am the host and your translator today. So the way we're going to work is please feel free to do your presentation, and maybe like after a session of you speak, you can make a pause and I will translate. And we're going to leave around 10 minutes to do the Q&A session. So I'm going to do a little bit introduction about the school, just a little bit because we want to leave you to do all the intro, and I will let you know when it's ready to start. All right, 非常欢迎大家回到我们10点钟的这个直播现场哈，我们接下来这一场呢是来自于纽约长岛市的 The Stony Brook School 哈，它是位于当地的排名第1的 私立高中，然后在历史上面的排名呢，就是它是排名第4的，在纽约州排名第4的寄宿高中，然后它呢是从7年级一直到12年级哈。我们今天非常荣幸的邀请到了我们2位招生部的负责老师，一位是 Luke Haywood 先生以及 Rose Caston 女士哈，今天给我们来进行分享。Hi, you can start your presentation. Do you have a PowerPoint?
I do have a PowerPoint. Well, good evening, everyone, because I know it's evening where you are. Thank you so much for that introduction, Amber. And it's such a pleasure to be with you, both myself and Mrs. Rosie Caston. We are from the Stony Brook School, like you just heard, and we're just excited to be with you.
Alright 我们今天非常欢迎大家来到我们The Stony Brook 分享会的现场哈。
All right, so just quickly about the Stony Brook. Who are we? The Stony Brook School is a Christian, independent, co-educational college preparatory school. Now that's a mouthful, but we are a top-of-the-line educational institution within New York. We are dedicated to not just educating individuals in terms of an academic sense and preparing you for college and careers, but we're all about preparing you in matters of the mind and the heart and the body. So we are an holistic educational school. We are concerned, yes, about your academic excellence, but we are all about helping you develop your character to become leaders and service-oriented individuals in the workforce.
我们先开始就问一下我们谁是我们是谁哈？The Stony Brook 它是一个基督教独立的男女混校。而且呢是一个大学预科学校，我知道这个看起来是非常复杂的哈，但是我们学校呢提供的是从7年级到12年级，在纽约州立的顶尖私立学校。当然呢，我们学校不仅是为了就是给学生提供学术上面的教育，我们更加呢是想要教育学生，就是无论从他的大脑、他的心灵以及他们的身体，是一个全方位为学生提供教育的学校。我们呢想要教育我们的男生女生呢去爱别人，就像爱他们自己一样，更加呢就是就是一直在增长自己的技能和知识。这样是为什么呢？我们想要让他们成为更好的去就是建立他们的个性和性格，然后从而呢能够培养出自己的领导力，然后去引领这个世界。
All right, so this is one of my favorite pictures of our students on campus. As you could see, just as a quick look, the diversity of our school, which I'll talk about a little bit later. So we have been in existence for 100 years. This is our 101st year here. And our motto is character before career. And we really stand on that motto. It's the core of who we are. We're looking to help young men and young women be strong in character, be full of integrity and love in all that they do, even as they do their studies and they strive for excellence in every area of their pursuits.
就是我们学校今年呢已经建校100年了哈，所以学校是建于1922年，今年呢已经是迈入了第101个年头了。我们学校在这100年之间呢，一直坚信先立人再立事，想要培养学生，你在真正能够后续做事的之前呢，先培养自己的个性，先培养自己的性格，培养出自己知道去关怀去爱别人，这样在以后做事的事情的时候呢就会更加的顺利。我们在这100年期间呢一直坚信于这个座右铭。
So in terms of our location, we have one of the best locations in the world. We're a school by the city, about 60 miles outside of Manhattan, which you probably believe. If you think your city is the best city in the world, we believe that New York City is one of the most amazing global cities in the world. It's the center of commerce, it's the center of culture. We're about 60 miles from there, but the beauty of it is we're located outside of that space. Our students really have 55 acres of beautiful property, beautiful landscape, and space to really be away from all of that busyness, so that they can truly be safe and also pursue their studies. We're close to a lot of bodies of water, the Long Island Sound, and very close to nature.
我们可以看一下我们学校的地理位置哈，我们距离纽约曼哈顿呢也只有60英里的路程哈，就是他觉得他们的学校呢是世界上最好的位置哈，因为它距离曼哈顿是非常近的。就是如果你觉得你的城市最好的话，他是觉得这个是曼哈顿是世界上最好的城市哈。所以呢，就是因为距离了60英里，它又很近，就是如果学生想要到这个去看它的繁华的话，还是非常的近的哈。但是呢，同时呢，又保证学生可以远离喧嚣，静心学习。然后我们也可以看一下整个学校，它是有非常多的水的，因为它是在长岛，它是一个岛嘛，所以周围有很多大海啊、湖啊这样的美丽的水景，所以整个环境是非常优美的。
So these are some quick statistics about our school. We're about a 50-50 split between day and boarding students. Out of our population of 453 or 54 students, we have 218 students who are boarders. One of the things that we're very proud of is that we have a fairly equal proportion of boys and girls on campus. And we have a phenomenal presence of diversity. We have 31% are international students. So we welcome international students. They're a core part of our culture and our experience here. And we have 70% of our students being domestic students. In terms of the countries that they're from, you could see some of the countries. We're from 13 states within the US and 20 different countries. And we pride ourselves in having a small classroom size of 17 students on average, but that could be less depending on the class that you're in. A great student to faculty ratio of 9:1. And we have 3 boy dorms and 4 girl dorms.
All right. Do you mind to go back so I can?
Sure.
All right， 我们可以看一些就是学校的基本数据哈。我们学校呢是大概是一半的学生呢都是走读学生，一半学生呢是寄宿学生。然后整体的学校呢还是比较大的，它有453个学生然后其中呢有42%的女生，58%的男生有31%的学生呢都是国际学生，所以还是非常的国际化的一个学校哈。Alright, next page, please. 我们再可以看一下我们的学生都是从哪里来的哈，它是来自于美国的13个州哈，然后是国际学生呢是来自于全世界的20个国家，我们整体的平均的课程人数呢是17个人哈，但是如果就是有一些课程你的班级的人数还会更小，我们整体的师生比例是非常棒的，是9:1，学校呢也是非常的大的。我们有3个男生宿舍和4个女生宿舍。Yep.
I have a quick fun quiz. I want them to type in the chat which country they think is the #1 country in population outside of America on our campus.
我们给大家出一个考题哈，大家可以把自己的答案就是发到chat room 里面哈，就是老师问除了就是一共有20个国家的学生哈，你们可以猜一下除了美国之外，然后就是最多的学生是来自于哪一个国家？ Immediately, someone tapped China.
China is the answer.
Someone said Korea.
China is correct. I just thought I should do that for fun. All right, so let's talk about academics. Well, this is a premier academic institution. We pride ourselves in being one of the best middle and high school private schools in the country and the world, right? And the foundation of that is our faculty. 71% of our faculty have advanced degrees. In the United States of America, that's not necessarily a requirement, right? But we pride ourselves in 71% of every teacher that's in your classroom is highly educated, a practitioner in their field, an expert, someone who is fully qualified to take you to high levels of learning. We have 124 courses in various subjects of STEM, social sciences, arts, and languages. A lot of our students from China are heavily interested in the STEM fields. We have, which we can talk about a little later, one of the best robotics clubs and innovation labs anywhere in the country on a high school level, where aspects of our experiments are actually going to be going up in space in the next couple of years. So top of the line science, but also if you're interested in the arts, if you're interested in humanities and languages, we're a very liberal arts approach institution with an exceptional STEM program within that. We have a lot of advanced courses. A lot of our students from China, they want to take the highest level courses possible. We have a high selection of advanced classes in math and science and social sciences and humanities. 22 advanced courses, 8 dual credit courses with colleges.
我们学校呢是非常注重学术的哈，是甚至在全世界呢，我们认为我们自己都是非常骄傲于我们的学术的。就是我们可以讲一下，我们所有的老师哈，他是有71%的人数哈，他都是有超过于研究生以上的学历哈。这大家如果了解的话，就是在美国这个是非常不必要的。如果你本科毕业，确实就是可以去当老师，但是呢，对于我们学生来说，在他们所能接受的老师之中呢，有71%的人都是有研究生以及以上的学历，是在自己的领域非常有造诣的老师，去帮助他们，去引领他们到达更高的学术的高度。所以对于我们学生来说，这种资源呢也是非常不可比拟的哈。然后我们学校另外呢为学生提供了124个课程，就是在不同的领域。当然我们中国的很多学生呢都是对于 STEM 专业非常感兴趣，我们的 STEM 专业呢是非常的强的，特别是在这种航空科技啊，就机器人啊是非常强的。但是除此之外呢，我们的liberal art 也就是说人文社科呢也是在全国呢都是非常有造诣的哈。也就是说我们无论是从文科还是在理科方面都能够为我们学生提供非常好的教育资源。然后我们的中国学生非常喜欢哈，也是很想要上最难的课程，所以我们学校还为学生提供了22门 AP 课程。所以呢，就是如果是非常想要挑战自己的学生呢，也是可以去有很多的选择的。Yep.
So you can see some of the examples described in terms of special signature programs, robotics, 3D modeling and printing, circuits and microcontrollers, engineering, innovation and design, computer programming, computer science, robotics competitions, where we compete at the highest national level. Our school for the I believe in the last 3 years before COVID, we have being in the top few schools in the country in that area. I'll move on to the arts really quickly. So with the arts, we offer students a really balanced opportunity for learning here. So it's not just about STEM. You may be interested in music, you may be interested in graphic design and photography. We have a rich opportunity for you in all of these areas whether it be the visual arts, whether it be sculpture, ceramics, drawing. These are all areas that balance out some of our focuses in STEM and other areas.
All right, can you go back?
Sure.
Alright， 我们可以看一下我们学校比较著名的一些 STEM 项目哈，就是它有机器人，有就是3D，然后有这种就是电网，就是远程控制，还有这工程专业呢，也有就是计算机编程啊，还有就是机器人竞赛哈，他们的机器人竞赛呢是非常非常优秀的，是在全国哈都是进行比赛，甚至能够赢得奖项的哈，所以也是非常有特色的。接下来我们可以讲一下这个艺术行业。Next page, please. 我们可以看它不光有是非常好的这种 STEM 专业，它在艺术上面呢也是非常的棒的哈。他们有很多这种 studio 的艺术，为我们学生提供哈，这无论是从画画呀、表演啊，还是演奏上面，为我们学生都提供了非常好的选择。Yeah.
And then there's athletics, right? So we talked about the mind, we talked about the heart, but then there's the body, right? Our students participate in 2 sports. Some do more, but these are some of the fall and the winter and the spring sports that we have available. You can see the various sports on the screen. Could you maybe type in the chat if you like sports or you play a specific sport? What sport do you play if you see it displayed on the screen?
我们可以看一下他们的体育专业啊，体育的项目呢也是非常棒的哈。就是我们可以看一下，如果你是学生，然后或者你的孩子是学生，你可以在这个 chat room 里面就是打一下你在玩你在什么样的这种体育运动哈。Someone said soccer.
Awesome, we have soccer.
对，我们是有足球的哈，就是如果
Boys and girls.
对，我们男生女生都有这个足球队。Golf.
Yeah, we have golf too.
Horse
Awesome.
riding.
I just like participation, right? So these are some of the things that we have here. Our programs in athletics, track and field, and all the various sports are very strong and getting stronger, depending on the sport that you're interested in. Then there are other activities, there are clubs, there are organizations, there are opportunities to really express your talents and your interests. So be it the chess team, mock trial, robotics, being a team manager, helping out in the theater arts, all opportunities for you to serve and grow and learn.
All right. So since I have not translated yet, people are still tapping the different sports.
Cool. Very cool.
Thank you. Very interactive. All right. 就是除了体育之外呢，然后我们还有很多不同的其他的学生社团哈。你在这里就无论你的兴趣是什么，你都能够找到就是跟你就是志同道合的小伙伴们，然后你可以在你的这个学生社团中，就是不仅是交到好朋友，然后呢，更重要的是，让自己的能力得到提升哈。
And then here comes the area of college counseling. So a lot of our families from China and other regions are not just thinking about high school, they're thinking about college, they're thinking about careers. And what sets us apart is we have an amazing college counseling department that is very early in the process of helping to find the best fit scenario for you. There are a lot of individuals who would come to Stony Brook and their mom and dad says, you gotta be a doctor. And we love mom and dad and we want you to become a doctor, but maybe at the Stony Brook school, you find out that you're actually better at investigation and you want to be a detective. So one of the things that we do is we really assess your strengths and your interests. and try to align them with potential career opportunities. We pride ourselves in terms of being forward-looking to see the trends in the marketplace and make sure we're preparing our students not to be obsolete, not to study for a field that doesn't exist anymore in 5 years, but to make sure that they're on the cutting edge and being connected to the institutions that will really prepare them for careers.
我们就是可以看一下我们为学生提供的大学备考，就是大学咨询这一方面的服务哈。我们学校有是非常好的这种就是大学咨询的这种项目哈，因为很多我们中国的家长甚至是其他的家长在把学生送到 Stony Brook 的时候呢，他不光是在想高中，更加呢是为孩子的未来他们的大学做打算。所以呢，我们在这里是很好的，能够发掘到孩子的天性。可能孩子在爸爸妈妈送来的时候就告诉他，我想让你以后成为医生。但是呢，在Stony Brook 的几年之后呢，他会发现可能自己对商业、对投资更感兴趣。我们的主要任务呢，就是帮助孩子发掘自己最感兴趣、最有热情的领域，然后去帮他就是去培养这种热情，然后呢，辅佐他能够在未来有更好的发展，这个就是我们的目的。
So here are some of the colleges that our students are going off to at very high rates. Maybe you know some of them, be it Columbia, Cornell, Brown University, Princeton, Yale, University of Pennsylvania, NYU. But again, I want to emphasize, as awesome as this is, and their students go off to the top colleges in the world, we really pride ourselves in finding the best fit scenarios for you to thrive at the next phase of your learning.
这个呢是我们一些在过去的这个5年之中的大学的录取数据哈，我们可以看一下，有很多可能都是你可以认出来的大学哈，就比如说我们有耶鲁大学，对吧？然后有宾夕法尼亚大学、南加大。这些呢都是很有名的，多伦多大学、弗吉尼亚大学，大家都可以看一下。斯坦福，就是这些，还有约翰霍普金斯这些大学呢，都是非常好的大学哈。然后我们可以看一下他们的就是这种成绩还是非常棒的。
Right, so I'm going to hand over to Mrs. Caston, and she's going to tell you how to apply, right? Because all of this is awesome, but it's really good to know, how do I represent myself as a qualified applicant? What is the process?
Absolutely. So thank you again for being here. We're so excited that there's such a great turnout, even if it's late over there. So we're happy that you are with us. So yeah, how to apply. So the first step of the process, if you're still thinking about applying, is to fill out our inquiry form. So our inquiry form, you can find it at sbs.org/apply. I can put it in the chat for you guys, but you'll see it on the next screen as well. If you are ready to apply, right on our website, you can, there's a whole page on all of the steps. And so you can listen to me now, but you can read through it. Oh, there you go, Mr. Haywood. Luke put it in the chat as well. But we have an online application. So the application fee is $250. And you start with just filling out a small biographic portion of the application, paying the application fee, and then you are officially an applicant of the Stony Brook School. We do require candidate interviews. Those happen after we receive your biographic portion of your application fee, and we also ask for our Chinese citizens that we look for a TOEFL or Duolingo score report. We do not have an ESL program at our school, and so we want to ensure that a minimum TOEFL score or Duolingo equivalent, a TOEFL score of 95 is the minimum required in order to be granted an interview with our school. And that's just because we want to make sure that you are going to be able to be academically successful without, an ESL program.
All right，我们接下来呢，由 Rosie 女士呢给我们讲一下如何申请他们的学校哈。就是当然我们刚才看到就是学校多好，就是如何能进去也是非常重要的哈。而且她想要感谢大家，因为知道在中国已经很晚了哈，所以大家继续聆听是非常感动的哈。我们如何去申请呢？我们的 Luke 老师已经把他们的这个链接发在我们的 chat room 里面了。然后你首先呢，你需要就是发一个申请，其次呢，你是要他会让你注册一个，把自己的基本信息填进去。他们的申请费用呢是$250，所以如果你先把这个填进去，支付了他们的费用，那你就正式成为了一个他们的申请者。他们对于就是面试是对于申请者是有面试要求的哈，所以如果你在这个已经交了费用之后呢，他们会为你进行后续的面试的安排。对于中国的对于国际学生来说，同时也包括中国学生哈，我们是有多邻国和托福的要求的。托福呢是95分。What is the minimum score for Duolingo?
I'm thinking the equivalent. I'm trying to think of the equivalent right now. I think it is it a
115?
115 or 130? Is it? Yeah, I think it's a 115.
115，就是多邻国就是跟就是托福对比的这个分数哈，就是相当于多邻国的115吧这样的分数。所以呢，因为学校它是不提供 ESL 课程的，所以如果你想要能够获得这个学校录取通知书，想要选到的学生呢，就是他们的基本的英文能力还是很不错的学生哈，所以这个大家可以注意一下。
Also, yep, thank you. So other application requirements, we ask for student essays, a parent statement. We ask for recommendation letters from the current English and math teachers. And it's important that they're current. Additional recommendations can be added from previous teachers, but because the current teachers know the current curriculum, what they're going to be covering that year, and should the student be admitted, then it does help us with course placement. And so current English teacher, current math teacher recommendation, principal or guidance counselor recommendation letter, and then transcripts from the current year, so from the first quarter or first semester, and then the full transcripts from the previous 2 years.
我们除此之外，对于学生呢还有什么要求？就是学生有学生的文书、家长文书，然后呢还要有就是当前的老师，就是你现在的数学老师、英语老师以及你的校长或者说是你的导员的或者班主任哈，我们可能叫班主任3封这个推荐信。当然你还可以去找其他的老师给你提供额外的推荐信，但是这3个呢是必须的。注意是必须是现在的数学和英语老师，因为呢他可能更加了解你现在的这种学术设置的这种情况，还有当前本年的本学期的成绩单，以及过去2年的2个学年的成绩单。Yeah.
Great. And then one question that we get asked a lot, the SSAT has been required in the past. It is optional this year. And so if the student is taking the SSAT exam or the SAT or PSAT or all tests that we receive, we're happy to receive the scores and take them into account within the application process and our review of the file, but it is not a requirement and it will not be held against any students that do not submit it.
关于 SSAT，或者说是 SAT，和 PSAT， 大家问的问题很多哈，就是我们往年呢是必须要求的，但是今年呢是选择性提交。如果你考了的话呢，那就是很欢迎大家提交。但是如果你没有考的话呢，也是没有关系的哈，不会说是因为这个就不录你。
Okay, great. So we have 2 different application rounds. Our first is our early application round. This is specifically for students who are very sure that if they are accepted to the Stony Brook School, they will likely enroll. And that early deadline is December 12th. So all of the materials, the candidate interview, all would need to be submitted by December 12th. You would hear back from us with a decision by mid-January, around January 13th. And then you would have 2 weeks in order to decide on whether to enroll or to forfeit that spot.
我们申请呢有2个申请季哈，有2个申请时间段，一个呢是早申请，早申请呢是截止时间是12月12号，所以呢，一般这样的申请人呢，就是说他非常确定，如果 Stony Brook 把他们录了，他们就一定想要去的，所以这是比较非常想要把它当做梦校的申请者，可以在这个时间段进行申请哈。然后基本上呢，你所有的就是学生文书、面试文书，还有这个面试哈，都会在这个之前提交完成。然后你会在1月中旬知道结果，知道结果之后呢，你有2周的时间做决定，你要不要去。如果你不要去的话，这个 spot 就会给别人。
We had a
And then-
question about financial aid in the chat, Rosie, in terms of application process and deadlines.
So a majority of our financial aid does go to our domestic families, but our financial aid process, should you be looking to apply, would be at the same time as the regular financial aid process. I'm sorry, it would be the same time as you're applying for the school. So the application to the school and the application to financial aid would be at the same time.
如果大家想要就是申请这个奖助学金哈，虽然他们学校的奖助学金一般会发放给就是国内的学生哈，就本国学生，但是也会对国际学生有一定的开放。所以如果你想要申请奖助学金的话，你的奖助学金申请应该是和你的申请一起提交的。
Awesome. And
So
I would
we
also
did very well for time. Go ahead, Rosie.
I just wanted to add also, I mentioned that the early deadline was December 12th. Our standard deadline is, and I don't know if the slide is back. Is it January 20th or 20? Oh, too far.
20th.
The January 20th. So that's our standard round, which most of our applicants do apply in that round. The decision day for that is March 10th. And that's a very typical boarding school reply decision day. So you would find out from us on March 10th. And you would have about 4 weeks to make a decision and decide to enroll at the Stony Brook School.
So we have a very short video showing the campus, but this is one of the best ways to see the campus yourself virtually, is to go to sbs.org/virtual-tour, and you're able to see spaces, rooms, the campus, to have a sense of this beautiful place where you can come to school.
Rick, can I translate the
Sure.
regular part? OK，就是正常申请呢是1月20号截止，1月20号截止了之后呢，你是在3月10号你会得到通知，你有4周的时间能来决定你是否要决定接受他们的这个 offer 哈。如果你不决定如果你决定不申请不要他们的话，也要在4周之内告诉他。然后接下来我们有一个视频哈，想要让大家看一下学校的环境。Yep.
All right, so we did fairly well for time, and now we are open for questions. We are so grateful that you're here so late in China, but you're up and you're listening and you're participating in the chat, and now we are open for questions.
All right. Sorry, I saw you're playing the videos. Let me just tell people they can go to visit the website to see the video.
No, I could play a video for you too, but I want to open for questions first, and then at the end, I can just play a video of the campus.
That sounds great. All right, let's see the questions. 大家，我们现在进入问答时间哈，然后那个 video 可以在之后再播。如果大家想要自己看的话呢，我们 Cathy 老师已经把学校这个视频链接发到了这个群里面哈。Let's see.
I do see one question in there. Is it only the student interview, or should both parents attend the interview? So our interviews are one-on-one with somebody on our admissions team and with a student. We are happy to say hello, and we welcome parents at the end of that one-on-one conversation. If they have any questions or if they have anything more that they want to add, it is not a requirement, but we love talking and meeting our families. And so we welcome them to that interview spot. And we do our interviews virtually, you know, and so we're able to do that via WebEx, you know, so yeah.
OK，有人在问，就是是否家长和学生都有面试哈？因为我们这个年级是比较高的哈，所以我们更加侧重于学生的面试。然后呢，我们会有这个招生老师跟学生有一个1对1的面试，在学生面试的结尾的时候呢，非常欢迎家长加入这个，然后如果有问题的话，老师可以进行回答，跟家长有一个对话。Right. There's one question. Let me see. I remember it's. Jenny asked, "What kind of the student did you find the most fit for the school?
Say that again.
What type of a candidate student you find the most fit for your school?"
The best fit is a student who is academically ready for a rigorous institution, so a student, but through our interviews and through your recommendations and essays, we get a better sense of you holistically as an individual. And we're looking for students with strong character, who are very willing to be active and present in their community, not just coming here to study all day and all night and not engage with our community. We're looking for someone who's going to engage and contribute and participate and be active.
All right， 因为我们的这个学校的学术是非常严谨的哈，所以从学术上来看呢，我们在寻找的是就是得 A 很多的学生哈，就是他们已经准备好了去迎接更加具有挑战的课程。但是呢，我们还是要全方面的看我们这个学生。我们在整个面试的过程之中，以及从你的老师的推荐信，我们可以看到你是谁然后你是一个怎么样的人，你是否有坚强的这种个性哈。当然呢，我们想要的学生呢，不光是到学校，就是每一天每一个晚上呢都在学习，不参与到学校之中哈。我们还是想要有这种学生呢，他是全方面都是很准备好了迎接更多的更全方面的挑战的学生。That is a great question.
Yeah, Rosie, I guess you can answer the next question in the chat, which says, does school offer individualized learning and differentiated instruction? What does that look like?
So I would say that our educational philosophy, we have a very I mean, we meet our students where they are, and we are challenging them, and we all want them to grow and learn. We have lots of opportunities for our students who are, perhaps excited and passionate in a certain area, for them to excel, for them to grow, to be challenged even outside of the classroom. If they have projects or innovative ideas, our faculty work with the students to grow and learn and continue to pursue their passions. And so absolutely in that sense. And for those students that may be struggling in a certain area, our faculty are really mentors to our students. And so they are available, in the middle of the day. There's always study hours or office hours available to our students. We do have a center for learning services, and families who feel that their students require additional scaffolded support. We have contracts available for that, and they could work with our director of learning services for those purposes. For those who are in our dorms, we have study hours at night, and so students are set up really to focus, and we have peer tutoring, we have a writing center. And so there's definitely opportunities for our students to grow and learn, and for those areas that they are perhaps struggling with a bit more, and then those areas that they are excited and passionate about and they want to excel in. So in that sense, absolutely, we offer that sort of individualized and differentiated instruction.
Thank you so much. 我们有人问哈，就是他们有没有个性化的学习哈，对学生个性化的支持。我们的 Rosie 老师说肯定的哈，就是我们学校呢，它不光是会很关注到学生个人。如果有些学生他是非常优秀的学生，他在于哪一个方面非常有激情，老师是会给他提供他的很多的帮助和支持，把他的这种兴趣更加的强化。甚至有一些项目呢，他想要更加的就 更深入的推广下去，老师呢也会给他提供这样的帮助。另外呢，就是对于某些学生，他可能在某一些课程他做的不是非常好，他需要一些额外的帮助。学校在这一方面呢，也是很关注这一方面的学生。如果你在于哪一个方面有一些困难的话，然后你可以找到自己的老师。我们学校呢有很多这种学习的时间，有老师有他们的 office hour，然后你如果就是问老师的话，他们是会很愿意支持你的。更加重要的是，学校这一方面，它有一个学生服务中心，他们有同僚的这种辅导服务，还有这种写作辅导服务哈。所以无论是我们的学生，你可能在某一个方面稍微有一点落后，然后你需要额外的帮助，学校提供这样的机会。然后你在某一个方面非常有强项，你想要更深入的发展，学校呢也提供这样的服务的。All right.
So one of the questions that I see, because I used Google Translate,
Yeah.
is pertaining to should someone hurry up and do the application, or should they work through you as a consultant to help with the application? So that is up to you, but I would have you answer that, Amber.
All right. 我们有thank you so much, Luke. That is you're doing my work for me. So thank you. 就是有人问哈，他是他要申请的话是要自己去申请，还是通过 In American Education 进行申请哈？这个呢是就是学校两者都是欢迎的。如果你们家庭自己呢决定想要去申请的话呢，完全没有问题。但是呢作为我们 In American Education， 我们的咨询老师呢都是非常优秀，可以在整个过程中呢给学生提供非常好的服务的哈，能够帮助我们在整个申请过程中更加显示出学生在于我们学校要求的全方面寻求的这种候选人哈。所以如果你觉得我可能只是学习好，我们其他的方面我不知道怎么展示自己的，欢迎就是联系我们 In American Education 哈。我们的 Kathy 老师会在或者 James 老师会在我们的 chat room 里面一直放我们的小助手的这个微信号，然后欢迎大家可以加我们进行咨询哈。
So we encourage you to connect with us. We encourage you to explore. These are the main links to our website, to our inquiry form. If you have questions, you can email us. You can start the application process and decide whether, like you need help from a consultant or not. But I think everybody should get on the Stony Brook website, sbs.org/inquire. Fill out the inquiry form and let's start from there.
无论你是想要接下来是自己申请，还是要通过 In American Education 进行申请哈，我们都可以需要大家做的是，可以是到这个sbs.org/inquiry， 在这里把这个 form。你的这个问询表先填了哈，这样的话呢，就是你的档案就可以被被学校看到哈，非常欢迎大家就是勇于自己的走入下一步哈。There's 2 minutes left, but there's one question got asked multiple times. So I think this parent really wants to know the answer. And so they're asking do you have any resources you can provide by connecting the current student with the famous alumni?
Oh my goodness. So it depends, if we have a famous alumni who is a CEO, we have to get on their calendar. We would gladly connect you to our Alumni Association office to see what possibilities they are for either recent graduates or graduates who have graduated for some time who want to connect with you. We would definitely connect you to our alumni office to see how they can connect with an alumnus or alumni.
对，我们多了这个观众就是问了好几次哈，所以我就决定问一下老师哈，就是学校有没有提供就是把学生和著名的校友联系起来这样的服务哈？那当然要看一下我们这个毕业的校友，如果是个 CEO 的话，你得要先跟人家预约时间然后另外呢，就是他们学校呢，每一个学校它都是有校友中心的，有些校友呢会回到学校进行一些讲座啊，或者说是如果他们想要认识更多的学生，那肯定是会联系的哈。这个问题呢，就是我们是校友中心，如果可以接洽的，肯定是会帮大家接洽的。
Do we have 5 minutes to just play that campus video, like the aerial campus video?
So this is a time, but feel free to play, and I can ask if everyone already, in ready for bathroom break, they can
Okay,
leave.
sure,
Alright, but
sure.
feel free to play.
To play? Okay.
Yeah. 我们的讲座就到这里结束了，但是如果大家想要留下来看我们的这个 video 的话，可以看一看。 Such a beautiful campus. I can't wait
Yeah.
to visit.
We're happy to have you anytime. And we were
Anytime.
telling in the chat that if anyone is visiting the New York area and would like to schedule a private campus tour, we're happy to welcome them. You in America, you know, and you know, your families, we're happy to schedule a private tour and discussion with any family.
Right. Thank you so much. 就是大家如果想要去看学校的话，欢迎和他们联系哈。Thank you so much, Luke. Thank you so much, Jose. That's such a beautiful and interactive presentation, and we cannot wait to send more students to apply for your school.
We're so
Wonderful.
happy. Thank you everyone for being here. God bless and have a great evening.
Have a
Take
great
care.
day. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.